Damn.
That's something that I can't believe I haven't asked you about.
Yeah, what?
Because you and Soda are best friends.
Kind of.
You were at a point best friends.
We were more like brothers.
Okay,
that makes sense.
You are brothers.
Okay.
I think you kind of still are brothers for the things that you've been through together.
Right. We have quite the history.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
How did you meet Soda, and then how did y'all end up living together?
Well, we both got kicked out of our house, essentially because of his stream. And I had already been living on my own at the time.
Yeah.
And we just played WoW together. And I'm not kidding you. I was like, Chance, this is when streaming was just started taking off.
Yeah.
I was like, just come live with me in Michigan, and we can do this thing together.
How old were you and how old was Chance?
He was a freshman in college, and I was like a senior in college.
Okay.
So whatever ages that is.
Yeah.
And then how did you meet in WoW? Do you remember the specific moment?
Yeah, we met in Elwyn Forest because we were arena partners. So I was a 3 times
Was it like right outside Stormont, like where it was at?
I was a 3X Gladiator season.
What server were y'all on?
Darkspear.
Oh, okay. That's why I didn't see you guys.
Yeah. So season 5, season 6, season 8, I got Gladiator. So season 9, he comes around and he's looking for a Paladin to play with because we want to play Feral Druid, Death Knight, Holy Paladin, which is easy. You grip in, block, hodge,
Who was
stun,
Death
clone.
Knight?
I forgot his name, but he ended up he was really bad. That's why we didn't get rank 1. We got rank 2.
Damn.
He's not part of the friend group.
What?
He's not part of the friend group because he was bad.
No, and the thing is, when he left the next season, he was like 20-40 with negative win-loss ratio. But yeah, so he actually just, that's how he met. And the funny thing, you can ask him, people told him not to play with me because I was black. You want to talk about real race? People online, like, they don't really get racism. They're like, oh, you made a racist joke, therefore you're racist. No. Like, who gives a fuck about a joke? Doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. But like when people like, behind closed doors are telling, like, Bruce Wayne, the hunter?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they literally sent him pictures of my family and said, don't play with this N-word. Right? I didn't know about this until like 9 years later. So think about how many arena partners I didn't have or people that wouldn't play with me because I was black and I didn't even know it.
That's how people are.
Well, you knew that you were black, you didn't know that they were.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I learned.
Some people still don't know if you're black.
Oh, yeah, I'm whatever I want to be today.
Uh-huh.
Like, so that's how I met Chance, and people were like, don't play with him. And we just hit it off and we played together. And I was a good player, even back then. Like, people are like, Nick, you got carried. How did I get carried back in the day? There was no Twitch or anything like that. So
I don't really think there's any way to get carried to number 1.
Nah, you can do it. That's how do you think I got it?
I think you're actually just good at games.
No.
Okay.
No, usually whenever I play a video game, I'm mentally checked out.
But I mean, like, back then. Back in the day.
Yeah.
To be fair, back in the day is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think you definitely can get carried. Because back then, like, I don't think an Asmongold would have the pull to get an SSDS to play with you. Oh,
I played with him for a while.
The fuck is that? What is it? SSDS?
He's a hunter.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. Okay.
Like before, like the thing is, a lot is even for nowadays in WoW, like with Chance, it's like we were both nobodies and we played together. Being a nobody and getting good teammates is the hardest thing in the world,
man. Yeah,
it's the hardest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And now imagine adding being black on top of it, like I was.
It's like hard mode.
It was hard mode. But the thing is, like did I go on Twitter and complain about it? No, I just did the best that I could. And,
it is what it is.
And I put in more work. Like I transferred servers. I went on forums. I did what I could. I went to Cyclone for a little bit. I went to Whirlwind for a little bit. I was on Emberstorm for a little bit. To try and find the right teammates.
Yeah.
You have to put a little more effort. And it ended up working out.
I can't imagine how awful that must have felt. Or people didn't want to play with you just because you were black.
Well, I didn't know specifically, but they told me like years later.
Yeah.
But I did, like, there was like, remember Pals for Life with Anthony, Leroy Jenkins, and Ritter, all those guys? Yeah. Leroy. I played on their 5s team.
Yeah.
I was on their 5 teams with George the Warrior and like a whole bunch of other people, right? We were in Triple Hero, Double Warrior with the Pals for Life guys who made the video.
Yeah.
And we were doing well.
Yeah.
Couldn't join the guild.
Because you were black?
Couldn't join the guild.
Can't be a pal.
Which is funny because Leroy Jenkins himself is black.
What?
The character.
Are you sure? Oh, right. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like Leroy's literally on the team.
Well, you got to understand, like there was this one guy and like I didn't even really get that this was a legit thing. And he didn't want a couple of our friends swimming in his pool because he thought they would get it dirty because they were black. Oh, yeah. And it's like the type of fucking shit. Like I remember in Classic WoW, there was this guy that got kicked out of a guild for being black. He got accidentally reinvited in. They asked him if he was still black. He said, yeah, they kicked him out again.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Chance is labeled as racist because he drew a Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
So the guy who's lived with a black man
Right.
who literally fought against racism, drew a Mr. Potato Head, called it blackface, got banned from it for
somebody
Twitch.
else called it blackface.
No, it was Chance.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Chance was like, haha, blackface. That's what he said. Because he was like, oh shit, I accidentally drew it, right? It was more of a nervous reaction than actually intentionally drawing it.
Yeah.
But since Twitch has no idea what real racism is, they gave him 30 days.
Right.
Right? Which is insane to me because it's like now you're like, you are the ones, like, Chance isn't racist. He's not.
Yeah.
He's just not. And there's nothing that you can tell me that he is.
I feel like the people who are smart know that he's not racist, and the people who are fucking stupid will weaponize their confidence.
But get this. So when there's a public headline, because there's articles about it, Sodapoppin banned for racism. So now XYZ brand thinks he's racist now.
Exactly.
So
That's frustrating.
So them banning him made it way worse than it ever was. They should have never done that.
They did that shit to me too. Like I let somebody type the N-word into like Diablo Immortal chat.
Yep.
Within 20 minutes I was banned. I submitted like an appeal, and it was like, I'm not even kidding, like a 6,000 word essay that I wrote about why it was a bad idea to ban me. And they just denied it within like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. And I said, okay. And so then I made a video. They said, we're not unbanning you. I said, all right, fine. I make a video. The video gets really popular, right? It blows up. Within 2 hours after that, I was unbanned.
Yeah.
That's so
But I'm
crazy.
telling you,
rat
like,
behavior.
there's people that are making decisions. Stop. Like, you're making yourself look bad. Like, like you don't know what you're doing. Like, you think you're fighting for a just cause, but in reality, you're giving power to the wrong people.
Oh, they're just stupid.
Yeah, like, so the guy who actually was being racist in the chat got you banned.
He did.
You're giving power to, but the thing is, the people they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
But then,
to be fair, it was good for my stream, and I made a lot of money off the video ad revenue. So like it was an overall positive.
Remember when Swifty got banned for taking down the server?
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was so. And then the Athene video after that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was really good shit.
Oh man, those were the fucking golden days.
It was.
So back in the day, you experienced a lot of difficulties due to just being black. Is that
I wouldn't call them. See, I didn't really call them. I didn't see them as difficulties. I just remember like that's what it was.
hardships that you experienced that you shouldn't have because of your
I
skin
wouldn't
color?
even say that shouldn't because it's made me a stronger
Okay.
person. Like nowadays, you can say whatever you want me to, and I don't care.
Sure.
But yeah, it was definitely things that other people, because I was like the only black kid in my whole school. It was me and like a black girl who didn't even like me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And then there was a kid whose dad played for the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Sure. But
so that's the people that we went with. And yeah, it was.
how
pretty
do
bad.
you think it is being black on the internet now?
Couldn't tell you.
Don't even know.
Okay. But like for the previous days, it seemed like
Here's the deal.
It seems like a nerf back in the day. Do you think it's a buff or a nerf now?
It's definitely
That's
not
a good way
it's
to put
definitely
it.
not a buff.
You don't think it does anything?
No, there's buffs on the internet that no. I don't think. How do I say this? Are we?
Sure.
Can I just full? God.
Who cares?
I think
dude?
you
Just
say,
say
if you don't have
Can
one,
I
shut
tell
it
you
up.
why it's not a buff? But I think it's
like no matter what you say, if anybody will get mad at someone, it will be about me.
Yeah.
well, like I can tell something the exact way that it is.
Sure.
Right?
Do it.
So, for example, can I even whatever? If
Just
I get
go
in
for
trouble,
it.
I get in trouble.
Yeah.
So like we as OTK, we were up for like a certain like we have like certain like requirements we have. Not ever once has a sponsor ever said, "Oh, you need more black people." What do they say? "Oh, you need more women."
Yeah.
So no, it's not a buff anymore.
Yeah.
So we here have lost on sponsorship opportunities because we needed more women to be in a part of this certain thing. Not once have they ever said, "You need more black people for this."
That's
So
a good
no,
point.
It's not a buff.
Okay.
Can
Not once.
confirm.
That's very interesting.
Never once. So I don't think it's a buff anymore. I think the buffs are a different way now,
Okay.
which is fine. Everyone needs a little bit of help here and there.
Yeah.
We had affirmative action for a long time, so rode that to college.
Yeah, they patched that out. I'm pretty sure, actually.
They did the year
like last
before.
6 months ago. Yeah.
No, actually, the real affirmative action, the good one,
Yeah.
went away like the year I applied.
Ooh.
So I had to go to a lower tier one.
Ooh.
But that's what I earned.
Yeah.
So